Good evening, everyone. I have this message from a dream state. I just got out my dream and I could not resist telling this message because I know what I just experienced in this dream from the first person point of view and not as the observer that somebody is going through it. It's a jealous coworker and it's a female, but the coworker is someone who is an authority figure. So yes, it is a manager, right? Okay, so let me give you the breakdown. What I was seeing through the eyes of this person who was the worker. You apply for a job at a specific retail store. This store is everywhere. And I'm going to just put a little twist on it. Call it Wally World, right? And it's a mart. So you got hired, and for some reason, you didn't know that the hiring manager was aware of who you was after she saw you, right? And the reason is because her partner, which is a man who she's involved with, is interested in you. She knows all about you in the sense of his interest in you. She never met you per se, but for some reason, once you started working at the store, it was revealed to her on site who you were. She only knew of your essence. You're unaware that her lover is attracted to and desire you. And the reason for that is because he's stalking you through social media. She found out, but she didn't have a clue of who you were by sight. So you start working at this particular place, Wally World, that famous mart. And it was supposed to be a 30-day trial that you go through, right? And they were observing you at work. She put you through a number of tests to see how you would respond at the job. And not only did she put you through a number of tests to see if you would respond at the job, she did something that was unrighteous as part of the test. And that involved another co worker, right? She sent someone who was an associate as well as you to tell you that the manager wanted you, but you didn't go because it was in your handbook, her to say, to not leave your station until it is your break time. And the coworker that she sent, the other associate, is known for mess at this particular Wally World. And you didn't take it serious because this is your first day. And in the dream, she, meaning the manager, was supposed to come and get you herself so that you didn't go and you continued to work, and all kind of other things were happening where the customers were coming and asking you about your station, when they were asking about where was certain merchandise, you did what you were supposed to do, and the customers were very happy, but you did not know that they were secret shoppers and they were examining you. But the reports were reported back with a high score because they had no idea that you were knowledgeable about retail and merchandise. So at the end of your shift, you went into the manager's office to clock out, and you were met by the receptionist there. This particular place, I'm looking at it, how it was set up. When the associates go into this double door, there's a mini office with desks inside of it, the main receptionist area where you would have to wait if you're waiting on the management to come out from the back part of there. And there's glasses. And there's a break room adjacent to that, but you did not go into the break room. And when you got there, you were met by the management. I guess it's human resources. They told you to have a seat, and the manager wanted to speak with you. Right? So when you got there, manager said, after you spoke with the receptionist, that you're released of your duties. And you're like, wait, hold up. Excuse me. Is this is my first day? You mean to tell me you fired me on my first day? And it was strange because no one has ever had that happen to them before. And there was another manager that was there, like the general manager or something. So he was like, "Well, no, you didn't. You didn't ask for the general manager until after you found out what was going on from the receptionist with the hiring manager." And I'm gonna say, you guys, whoever this is that's experiencing this, that hiring manager is an Asian woman, a woman of Asian descent. But however, she's really ghetto, right? And the guy who she's dating, that she's mad with you about, is somebody that is of a so-called black descent. It's a black guy. She's very jealous at this point, and she had to explain to you what was going on. And you asked her, it's like, why am I getting fired? I know I'm supposed to do my trial error. Excuse me. I'm just waking up out of this dream. And he was like, well, I'm supposed to be doing my trial. And she said, well, you did do it. And we gave it to you. You didn't pass. And there was some other coworkers there, associates, that were laughing because they knew the entire time. Mind you, that this particular hiring manager, she is messy. She's jealous. She's angry because you're there. She does not want to be in your presence, especially because her man is all too much in love with you. She knows that pretty soon he's going to leave her to go forward to try and build a relationship or reach out to you. But you have no clue of this, right? So he was like, you mean to tell me I went through my trial just in one day when I'm supposed to have a 30-day trial period? She said, yeah, you failed a lot of the major tests. We put you through the test. And you, me being a person, I'm looking in the perspective of this person's eyes, through their eyes. You said, well, what parts did I fail? And you were told that you didn't comply with a manager's order. And you were like, how did I not comply with a manager's order? She said, I sent an associate to tell you to come to the office and you did not come to the office. And it was a back and forth about what it was that you knew that you were not to do because you were suspective of that particular associate trying to get you in trouble by leaving your station unattended and going into the manager's office. Okay, so it's like, well, from the rules of the handbook, I was not supposed to leave my station unless a manager came and someone relieved me of that um, position, because the associate that came to get you, she just walked up out the blue while you were helping a customer, and she said the manager wants you to come to the office, and she walked off. She did not relieve you or stay in that position until you came back. So if something would have happened, it would have been all on you because you left your station unattended, even just to go to the manager's office, but you did not do it. So when it was at the end of your shift, you decided to go into the office because it was time for you to clock out and things like that. And that's when the receptionist was telling you that the manager had uh, um, a message for you. So it goes on. You ask for the store manager to come out. Store manager came out, and it became somewhat combative when the store manager got involved, because the store manager is kind of friends with the hiring manager, but she's not. She tried to take your side, and uh, it just, something about it just didn't seem right, right? And then you were asking questions about, well, why, you know, would the manager send another associate to get you an outcome for herself? And that's what the store manager was like, she was supposed to do that herself. I don't know what's going on, but this is what it is. She did not stop the firing of you from happening. And that's when everything was exposed. And it was some associates that was back there that were rooting for you and stating how well you handle your position and your post and how knowledgeable you are, but that didn't matter. But nonetheless, in the end, it was revealed that you had a part-time job that they didn't know about, because what she thought, that hiring manager who's husband, boyfriend, male friend, whatever he is, that is obsessed with you, stalking you through social media, who's ready to leave her to take a chance on you, thought that that particular job that you got hired at will be the only source of income that you had. So she was trying to make your life hard by firing you, not knowing that you had another source of income. So this message is specifically for someone who is working in retail. It may not have to be the name that I stated that is associated with this place, and we will give it another code name, Wally World, a famous mark. She did not know that you had a part time job that is sufficient enough to take care of all your financial needs at the level that it needs to be met, but you were trying to increase your wages so that you can advance a little bit further than what it was. You're already secure with your part time job and you're trying to advance. And she thought that she would make your life hard by firing you on your first day, by giving you a false test. This is for someone. Your management is aware of who you are in this particular sense. You may have already have this job and you have probably been working for a long period of time. It's about to be to the end of your um evaluation, which was supposed to be a 30-day evaluation. They speeded up the process by doing dirty tricks to get you fired. However, the manager who is jealous of you, this Asian descent woman, does not know that you are already stable. She wanted to hurt you, but she could not. And you were very boisterous about that at the end. When you asked for your pink slip, it was not given to you because you had not worked a whole 30-day cycle. In this particular instance, it could be two of the things. Someone that is in that process of almost reaching that 30-day cycle, and you're getting fired immaturely because of the jealousy. And it also can be someone who has just got hired, and on your first date they're going to create obstacles for you to be fired and not have any type of work. This was just given to me in a dream state because I don't work at that place and my job is very much secure. There's no one who can get me caught up with getting fired other than myself. So I know that this was something that was given to me as a vision because it was in a place that is unknown to me, this particular retail company. And what I can see is that there were, uh, it's like in a metropolitan type of area that looks country because there were uh, streets. The streets doesn't look like city streets. They're paved, but they're not like a big industrial city would be, and it's a lot of women around in this particular retail company. I'm looking at it, and from the way that they were dressed, a lot of them like to wear jeans, and I'm looking at their hair from the associate that tried, well, the associate that came to display the message is that they wear their hair in relaxers. The black women that does wear their hair are in relaxers, and they wear their hair pulled back in ponytails. I don't know if this was, it might have some significance to you all who are out there listening and watching this video whenever you do. Thank you for your likes, your shares, your subscribes. And if you feel free to leave a comment and say, yeah, I know this story. It happened to me. It happened to someone I know. That's fine. Thank you for that. But to proceed on, okay, in the management, the store manager, she is a black woman, but she wears her hair relaxed as well, and it is a curl set. Maybe it's hot curled or it's a roller set, but she has that late 90s, mid 90s look where, people were wearing lots of relaxers and stuff like that. So be mindful, you all, whoever is just starting a job in retail, that there's possibly someone who is in the management, in the hiring department. She didn't know who you were by your name, but she was aware of you by your uh, image because her her person is no longer interested in her, but they're together. He's interested in you and possibly getting ready to leave her for you to make advancement towards you because he's been stalking you through social media. This is that message. So be mindful of that. You guys have a blessed one. Be safe. Love you all.